It's no secret. Dating events are completely pointless, especially for men. The only ones who don't seem to know are the single women who actually attend them. We've got a video for you here today from the Modern King. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video on your way in, and let's get into it.
Guys have made it in, and they got to just pick wherever they wanted to sit and who they wanted to start dating, and I'm alone. So many girls. Well, I know we're all like, so the guys paid to be here. That's what's weird. And there's a lot more girls than guys, so that's weird. I don't know, it just like doesn't really make any sense. But there's so many girls here, everyone's so pretty, but the vibes are a little weird.
The quote-unquote vibe is kind of weird because the event is filled with modern women who are all the same, middle-aged women who are not capable of meeting men in the real world because they're too busy describing everything with the word vibe.
Wait,
Jenny,
how old are you?
I'm 26.
Are you single?
I am single.
What would you look for in a guy to date? What's all they gotta be?
6 foot.
Oh, how much money they gotta make?
Of course, if you can make $1 billion.
What's a race that you wouldn't date?
Sorry, not my Filipino. Kapitbahay, kapitbahay, kapit. There's no Filipinos, I'm sorry. There's no Filipinos.
Women are entitled to their preferences, but they don't understand that dudes have their preferences as well, and there aren't too many dudes who are 6-foot billionaires who are interested in out-of-shape women who hate Filipinos.
Where are the men in San Francisco? Where are they? Not for me.
What has been your biggest financial mistake?
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. In what way?
Vacations and, just dinners. Just
Okay.
didn't work out.
And this is why she's your ex-girlfriend.
This is why. She's my
Okay.
ex.
And if you could go back, what would you change?
It was a good experience, so
Yeah.
lesson learned. I don't think I'd change much.
Lesson learned. So
Yeah.
now just pay for less vacations and dinners?
Yeah, stay single.
Stay single. Okay, that's the advice. Well, thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
Men like this learn the hard way that it doesn't matter what they do. Even if they put their best foot forward, pay for the dinners, the gifts, the vacations, it doesn't actually matter. She will still be unhappy, she will still blame the man, and she will still break up with him for dumb reasons.
Saying that you want to financially stable. Do you looking for certain numbers? Like
Yes.
Yes?
I'm
Okay.
looking between 600,000 and 800,000. Obviously, more is good, but that's what I want to start with.
So 600 is your bare minimum, you said.
Well, maybe 500. I mean,
Okay, we went down.
the cost of living in LA is so high. That,
It is.
and I really love to travel.
Okay, and you want to like a man to cover for this.
If he can, yeah.
LA has always been an expensive city, but men are not obligated to cover her expenses. She can live in a cheaper city and save money that way, but she wants the best of both worlds. She wants to live in the big city and have somebody else pay the bill for her.
Because I bring feminine qualities. I can cook, I can give good back massages, I can listen well. So I think it's only fair.
So it's worth it, yeah.
It's worth it, yeah.
Okay. Is anyone making 600,000 here watching it? Leave us in the comments, please, guys. Is that a good trade? Would you trade your salary with the back rubs and cooking and cleaning? Let us know. We want to hear.
A man who makes $500,000 a year could probably get a massage from a talented massage therapist, hire a private chef and a maid at a fraction of the cost. Her false sense of femininity isn't going to help her land a regular dude, let alone a millionaire.
Sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's a problem.
Look, I have said this before and I will say it again. There is no shortage of good men. It is simply that you don't see the men that are good men in your life as dateable.
When she says that there's a shortage of these types of men, what she really means is that there are a shortage of loyal chads in the world. And she's not wrong in that regard. If those men exist, they're already married, with a good woman, or content being single.
But they're probably good friends, like they're probably in your friend zone. And then for the good men that aren't in your life, it is because they're not looking to date. They probably spent far too long in a relationship that took advantage of their goodness. Those men are either working, they're either at home, or they're just hanging out with friends, or doing some sort of hobby in seclusion. So if you really do want a good man, you better look in your friend zone or do all that you can to put out positive energy about men, because they will see you and they might take a chance on you then.
Even if these women met up with good men, it wouldn't actually matter. They are in love with a fantasy that they can't even define. They will find an excuse to complain and claim that the guy isn't good enough. Then they will complain that there are no good men, and the cycle will continue.
Single in relationship.
Single.
Where do you normally meet girls in London?
I don't know. They usually come up to me in the street, actually.
And would you approach a girl by first if you liked her?
No,
No?
no.
So how do you want to meet her?
She'll approach me.
So you wouldn't mind if the girl approached you?
No, I love it.
Okay.
Men aren't hiding out in secret clubhouses that women need to find. Men are just done. There's no point in getting with ungrateful women who will treat them like trash for not putting in enough effort, quote unquote. Men have decided it's the women's turn to put in the effort, and the women don't seem to be willing to do that, so here we are.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today, because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the puckered lip. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, oh, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym.
There's no point in approaching women anymore. Even if she isn't disgusted with you for talking to her, she will still treat you like crap and put you through pointless tests to prove yourself to her or to quote-unquote fight for her. And there's no real reason as to why we should do that. There is just no point.
I keep hearing about the male loneliness epidemic. And ironically, we keep hearing about it mostly from women who are very adamant that they don't care anything about it, yet continue to speak on it almost constantly. Not only that, but they also mention that it's entirely men's fault that they're lonely. But I have some serious doubts about that.
What's truly disturbing about this whole male loneliness epidemic that I keep hearing about from specifically modern women is that modern women only blame men for it, right? And on top of that, by the way, they actually celebrate it. It's completely ridiculous.
Because from what I have been seeing, there are actually a lot of men that are perfectly happy being single, and they're not lonely at all. Granted, there are some lonely men out there, but I would also point out that there are a lot of lonely women out there too, but we're not calling that an epidemic, because most women will say that they'd rather be alone than with someone who doesn't appreciate them. And I would actually wager that the same holds true for men, that they would rather be alone than with someone who doesn't treat them properly. So, gentlemen, please, are most of you alone because no one will date you? Or are you alone because you can't find anyone suitable to be in a relationship with? I have a feeling it's more of the latter.
The funny thing is how these women will always talk about how happy they are being single, that they are preserving their peace and totally fine with spending their nights alone, drinking wine, watching reality television, having their cats and all that. But it's fairly obvious that these are not very happy people.
Today I went speed dating for the first time, and I will not be going again. Do you want to know why? Here's why. Number one, the quality of women just overshone the quality of men. That's the only way I can explain it. There were so many attractive women with personalities.
A lot of modern women do not have personalities. They have personality issues, and that is not the same thing. Because if these women were truly as great as they claim, they wouldn't need something as pointless as a speed dating event.
The men, they were like, not very confident, didn't really talk a lot. The women were stealing the show. When I actually first turned up, I thought it was like a lesbian dating event because it was just so many women. So it just proves that there is a lot of women trying to date. And trust me, being in your 30s, my age, and trying to date, it's just like, yeah, feel sorry for me, basically. Feel very sorry for me. It was absolute... Oh, I just think, what am I doing? Wasting my time trying these things. But I thought if you don't try, you never know. You never know, do you? So yeah, speed dating is not for me. What are you going to send me to next?
It's funny how she wants people to feel sorry for her for wasting her time at a speed dating event, but if she's single in her 30s, then wasting time is one of the few things she actually excels at in her life. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.